Everyone, this is Craig Proctor. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about how to monetize social media. So social media, as we know, can be a huge time suck, right? Some of us anyway, spend an enormous amount of time. It's designed that way, right? It's designed, all these platforms are designed to entertain us, and we go there for something specific, and you find yourself watching a cat video. I want to show you how I've monetized social media and how real estate agents that I coach have done a really good job of creating omnipresence and actually making money from Facebook, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, and many other platforms that we're going to discuss here today. So thank you for being with me. Again, this is real estate coach Craig Proctor, and today's topic is social media. Not how to goof around on it, not how to waste your time, but actually how to monetize it, how to make money. So, we don't want to be all concerned on how many likes or followers or impressions. I'm interested in how can we make money? How do you get buyers and sellers contacting you? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is creating omnipresence. The biggest battle that many realtors fight is obscurity. Makes sense, right? People have to know who you are before they can call you to help them buy or sell a house. So that's the biggest battle realtors are facing right now, is obscurity. So we're going to show you how to battle obscurity, how to create omnipresence. As you know, omnipresence means wherever the prospect goes, they're going to see you. The great thing about this is it's not that difficult to do, and it's really, really inexpensive. So the first fear that we need to get over is the fear of actually doing video, okay? Some of us are kind of weird about that, but video is definitely the way that we're gonna build relationships. It's the best way to connect people. And you might be thinking, I don't like video. I don't like the way I look on video. I don't like how I sound on video. We got to get over that, right? Look, this is how you look and how you sound when you show up at their house, right? So, you've got to get over that. You've got to learn to be comfortable in your own skin. And some of you are really good at this. Some of you are naturals. I'm going to talk about videos that you can create today, kind of how to do it, how to overcome that fear of doing video, and show you what my top members are doing. I think that's probably the best way to convince you that this is a really good thing to do, is when you understand how much money, how successful you could be actually overcoming your fear of video and doing what we're suggesting. So let's start off with maybe you're fairly new in real estate, or you don't have a presence on social media. I would recommend that you start off in the beginning just with your personal Facebook page, right? On your first personal Facebook page, hopefully there's people that know you and like you. Most of you have friends on your personal page. Just start posting there. Okay, you can start doing posts about the marketplace. A lot of you ask, well, what would I be posting about, or what would I be doing these videos about? Hey, you know the types of questions that prospects are asking us all the time in real estate, right? Like, is it better to buy first, or is it better to sell first? How do I get the best financing? When is a good time to sell? How do I pass my home inspection? So all of these questions that buyers and sellers ask you, you know the answer to. So really nothing to be nervous about, right? Don't you know more about these subjects than the prospects? Of course you do. So nothing to be nervous about. Everything that you're going to be talking about on Facebook, all these videos or posts that you're going to do, you're an authority. You know more about that subject than they do, right? So you might have to even do this. Grab your phone, do the video 3 or 4 times. Nobody's going to see them. Do the video 3 or 4 times. And, you don't have to do them 5 or 6 times, but the last one you do, arguably, will be better than the first one you do. So that's the one that you're going to use. Of course, it's always better to go live on Facebook. And remember, people don't think we're movie stars. Just be you. Just be yourself. You're going to hear me today. I'm going to stumble, bumble. It's not rehearsed. This is live, so anything could happen, right? But people like that. You want to probably use different backgrounds. You could interview people. Okay, that's another great idea, right? You could interview business owners. It's easier to do an interview. Like, for example, every Tuesday, I do podcasts where I interview our top members. That's way easier than what I'm doing today because I'm just Larry King, right? I'm just asking them questions. So you could start off with something easy like interviewing restaurant owners or owners of successful businesses. Now, the nice thing about that is they'll share that video interview with their followers as well. So you could start off on your your personal page with posts there and doing Facebook Lives, but it's way better when you go to your business page, because with your business page, you're not limited with 5,000 people that like you. It's unlimited. And with your business page, you can pixel, okay, the people that watch your content or visit your business page. What is pixel? That means that Facebook's going to put a cookie on those visitors. So you're going to be able to identify who has watched, let's say 50% of your video. So right now, for those of you that are watching this, I don't know who you are, but Facebook would know who you are. So I could today take all the people that have watched this Facebook Live, and I could serve you content later today or tomorrow. Okay, that's called retargeting. So that's what you're going to be able to do on your business page. Is you're going to be able to retarget anybody that interacts with you, anybody that visits. So when I do a Facebook Live like this, today it's a video, right? But tomorrow, this could be like an ad. I could push this out to over 200,000 realtors that have watched my prior videos. And it's really inexpensive to do that. I can serve this video up to hundreds of thousands of realtors for about 2 pennies, about 2 cents each. So all of these things you can do. Once I do my videos, I have a virtual assistant that will take, for example, today's video, and they'll chop it up, and we'll repurpose this video, and we'll repurpose it on, this will be on YouTube, it'll be on LinkedIn, it'll be on Instagram. So you should really see yourself as the content creator, right? That's the rainmaker activity, right? Video is it. That's the thing you want to be doing. All day long, you want to be creating video, or even better, going live on Facebook and addressing the major concerns or problems or questions that buyers and sellers have. How many of you agree with this? Okay, give me a thumbs up or let me know in the comments if this is making sense. Like right now, this Facebook Live that I'm doing is not costing me a penny, right? It's free. And if I want to retarget those that are watching this, it's about 2 cents a piece. But you could do this. You could basically do your presentation on Facebook, right? And let buyers and sellers in your marketplace know who you are, know what you do for buyers and sellers. They'll watch your video, okay? They'll be pixeled, and then you can serve your future video or your future content out to these prospects over and over again. And if they know you and they like you and they're following your stuff, guess what happens? Eventually, they start to see you everywhere. They'll see you on Facebook. They'll see you on Instagram. They'll start to watch your YouTube videos and hopefully binge watch your stuff. So it gives you video gives you a really great way for people to kind of understand who you are, kind of get a feel for your personality. It kind of breaks the ice. That's what I really like. It's, really it's, instead of selling to one person at a time, like when you go visit a buyer or seller at their home, you get to present to thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of prospects on video. Okay, so I made a little checklist here of things I want to cover. So we've covered the importance of omnipresence, right? Again, for those that joined a bit late, the number one problem realtors have, people don't know who you are. The number one battle that realtors fight is obscurity. I'm going to talk today about how to overcome obscurity, how to create omnipresence. So buyers and sellers in your marketplace see you over and over and over again, and they see you everywhere. All right, you want that, right? You want people to say, Hey, come on over and list my house. Like I see you everywhere. That doesn't mean like you just need to be seen. You have to have good content. We've talked about the content. What should the content be, right? The content is, well, I don't know what to say, or I don't know, I don't like how I look. This is how you look. You show up at their house this way, right? So you got to get over that. The content, you know way more about real estate than they do. Just think of all the questions that buyers and sellers ask you. That's what you talk about. We talked about starting on your business, starting on your personal page. Start posting there, right? Because if you're new in real estate or you don't have a lot of followers, start there. At least you get, your sphere of influence, your friends, your relatives. You've got people that know you and like you. But the real deal is your business page. Once you get to your business page, you can start pixeling. Pixeling is where it's at, right? Now you've got them. Like you don't know their names, maybe you don't know their email addresses, you don't know their phone numbers, but isn't it better to have them pixeled? That means when you go live and you push your live, if I push this video that we're doing here tomorrow out to 200,000 agents, I don't need to know their phone numbers. I don't need to know their email addresses. When they go to their news feed, they're going to see Craig Proctor content. And if I produce good content, they know it and they like it, they're going to consume more of it. And eventually, hopefully they'll say, Craig, I think is somebody that could help me. That's what I want you to do. Back in the day, we were taught what we should do is we should generate leads, and then we get the buyer and sellers, we get the prospect's phone number, right? Today, the problem is they won't pick up the phone. Let me know in the comments if you agree. The big problem we have is when we generate these leads, it's very difficult to get the buyer or seller to pick up the phone. So we've been taught, right? Generate the lead, then call the lead and qualify the lead, and then go meet with the buyer and seller. Well, you can't meet with the buyer and seller if you can't get them on the phone. A lot of people, their phones are set up, like my son's phone is set up that if you're not in his contacts, his phone won't even ring. So you can call him all you want. So that's what's great about pixeling them on Facebook, right? If they won't answer the phone, that's okay. You're in their news feed. They're seeing you everywhere. They're seeing you on their phone. And as we know, people spend an enormous amount of time in front of their phones today. Okay, here's another idea. Next, what I want you to do, okay, after you're doing these posts, okay, on your personal page, and then you're doing your videos on your business page, I then want you to start a private Facebook group, okay? And then you can invite people that are following you on your business page to your private Facebook group. Like I have a private Facebook group called Rich Agent Secrets, okay? Rich Agent Secrets. By the way, how many of you would like to be invited to my private Facebook group? Like right now, I'm on my business page, but the private Facebook group is better, right? Because that's where like all the real good stuff happens inside my group. You don't have to be a Craig Proctor member or pay me money or anything like that. I'm not trying to sell you anything inside of the group. It's just for realtors that want to make $1 million a year and want to learn and hang out with other realtors that are making $1 million a year. That doesn't mean you have to be making $1 million now. It just means you want to make $1 million. By the way, if you'd like to get an invitation to be part of my private Facebook group, could someone type into the comments right now, private group? Just type in private group, and I'll have someone from my office, from my team, send you an invitation. You can do this, right? You could start your own private group. So what would you call your private group? Maybe you would call your private group Your Town Real Estate. So maybe it's like Atlanta Real Estate, or it could be Atlanta Home Sales or Cleveland Home Sales. It should be about the area and it should be about real estate. So you would start inviting people that are watching your content, people that are following your page, people that like your page, your personal page. Start inviting them to your private group. I'll tell you why the private group is better. Back in the day, like I think I've got like 15,000 followers on this page right now, on this business page. Okay, so back in the day, which like a couple of years ago, if I posted something or did a video on my business page that I'm on right now, a lot of people would see it. But Facebook has figured that out, right? They're like, okay, we're going to dial this back. So when I post or you post on your business page right now, not as many people are going to see your content. They're not going to see it. That's what I love about the group, the private group. Inside the private group, everybody's going to see what you post. So you want to try to get the people that are following you inside your private group. Now, your private group has to have a lot of value, right? Like if you get inside my private group and you thought, well, this is just like Craig trying to sell me stuff or whatever, you wouldn't stay in the private group. So we've got to add a lot of value. Like in my private group, I just want to give more, right? I believe my philosophy is just like what I'm doing right now. If I give you really good content, if you feel like, well, Craig's somebody that could help me, then you may want to do business with me. So the easiest way to prove to your prospects that you can actually help them is just pay it forward. Just actually start helping them, and they're going to see value in that, and they're going to want to be part of your private group. So imagine having all these potential buyers and sellers. You can invite local business owners, prominent people in your area to be inside your private group. And yeah, I wouldn't use your name. I wouldn't call it I don't call mine Craig Proctor's private group. I call it Rich Agent Secrets. So, you're going to call yours, Boston Home Seller Club or information or whatever you want to call it. You get the point. But it should be a benefit. It shouldn't have your name in your private group. Okay, here's another idea. Even like for sale by owners, instead of calling the for sale by owner and pleading your case over the phone, you can get a list of all the phone numbers, like the cell numbers for FSBOs in your area, right? You could get that from RedX or even Zillow, right? You could just manually has the owner's phone number. So what you could do is this. You could send out a text message to all the FSBOs in your area. And in your text message, right, there's going to be a link. And that link would go to a video that you've recorded on Facebook. Okay, so you're making your pitch to FSBOs on a video like what we're doing now. So when the FSBO clicks on the link, they're watching your Facebook video. Guess what happens? When they watch your Facebook video, boom, they're pixeled. And that means we know now that they've watched your video and we can keep serving that for sale by owner up. More of your content, more of your content. It's like radiation, right? They get more of it and they get more of it. And some of them are going to call you, right? They're pre-sold. What are you going to be sending them? Helpful information. Okay. You're not trying to sell them. You are positioning yourself as the expert, right? Now, all of a sudden they start to see you everywhere. They see you in their news feed, their Facebook news feed. They see you on Instagram. You could send out links to YouTube videos. This is how we do it. This is smart, modern marketing. See, what I want to help you do is I want to help you create so much inbound business that you can't even handle it all. That's how you're going to grow your business, right? It makes sense. You cannot grow your business without an overflow of business. And you can't get an overflow of business by doing old school stuff. Cold calling, door knocking, chasing for sale by owners. See, in this example, I'm getting the for sale by owner to chase you, right? You're doing one presentation. You're going to text this video that you've hosted on Facebook out to all the FSBOs. You could do the same thing with all of the expired listings, right? You could do the same thing with your database. You could email or text anybody, any prospects in your database with a presentation. Don't make them have to take your call where you talk them into meeting and then they have to meet with you, especially with COVID. A lot of prospects don't want us in their house. You don't need to be in front of them at their house to do the presentation. Right now, I'm doing a presentation to you. I'm not in your house, right? And you came to watch this, and this didn't cost me any money. And some of you are really going to like this. Let me know if you're liking this. Let me know right now if this makes sense. Smash the blue thumbs up button, right? Or the little heart. Okay, let me know also in the comments. The question is this making sense? Have I done a good job of breaking down what needs to be done on social media. So instead of you wasting an hour or so or more every day on social media, imagine if you could monetize it. I don't spend much time on social media. Okay, I do my Facebook Live. This will be like a half an hour long. Boop, it's done. My virtual assistant will come in, grab this video, okay, slice it, dice it, and she'll repurpose it everywhere. That's it. That's what you need to do, right? And you don't need to know how it all works. I don't know how to edit it and repost it. I don't even care. I also don't know when I stick my key in the ignition of my car. I don't know when I turn it, it works. I don't know how that works. I don't care. All I care is when I put my key in the ignition, the car starts up. Too many of you are getting caught up with, I'm afraid of video. I don't know what to say. I don't know how it all works. You don't need to know how it works. You just need to know what to do. Okay, remember, if you want to make the big bucks in real estate, you've got to be the rainmaker. And you know what it is that buyers and sellers want. You know way more about the subject than they do. Why are you nervous? I remember when I started doing live events. When I started doing live events and the crowd started to get big, I was nervous. And I remember I was speaking to one of my mentors who was used to speaking in front of huge crowds. And he pulled me aside one day and I said, oh, I'm nervous. He goes, what are you nervous about? You know, you've sold over 10,000 homes. You sell 500 homes every year. That's way more business. You've got way more experience than anyone else in the audience. You know more about this subject than they do. Why are you nervous? So these are just personal battles that we have, right? Don't worry about these things. Just go live, okay? Don't worry about it being, people don't want perfect. Like I just stuttered there, right? Just be yourself, start doing videos, and eventually you'll become better, right? What happens is in the beginning is you kind of suck at it, and then you suck less, and then you become pretty good at it, right? Even like I said earlier, just doing an interview. Right? How easy would that be? Stand in front of a house and interview the home seller, right? Stand in front of someone, a local business owner that everyone kind of knows, find some successful business owners, and you stand in front of their store or whatever, and you do an interview, and boom, it's good content. People see it, and guess what? That influential person, that business owner, will also share that video on their social media as well. So this is really, really easy to do. Where are you going to repurpose? Everywhere, okay? You're going to repurpose everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. Start interviewing your buyers and sellers. Write down a list of what are the topics that people want to know about. So to help you out here, here's what I've done. I've created like about a 5-page report here. Do you guys see this? How social media can help you overcome your biggest problem. What's the biggest problem? Obscurity. People can't call you if they don't know who you are, right? So let me help you with that. What I've got here, I've broken this down. I'll show you what we've got. This is for free, by the way. I'm going to offer this to all of you. All you have to do to get this, by the way, I'll go through this, but all you have to do to get this is if you type into the comments, free report, I'm going to give this to you. It's really good stuff. So we're going to start off talking about how social media can help you overcome your biggest obstacle, which is obscurity. Okay, the key to holding their attention, how to not be intimidated by social media, how to get started. Okay, I'm giving you ideas for video content. Here's some of the ideas. How do I sell my house for the most amount of money? How do I pass my home inspection? How do I get pre-qualified for financing? How do I get the best mortgage? How do I buy another home when I already own a home so I don't get stuck owning 2 homes? I'm giving you lots of examples of good topics. Guys, you don't have to rehearse this. You know the answers, right? Do you see how simple this is? Basically, just start doing this and you will thank me. It will start to work and more people will follow you. This is going to build slowly, but then it's like a snowball. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so the next page has 10 tips to increase your number of followers. Okay. This is an interesting thing. I get asked this question a lot. When's the best time to post on social media? So it tells you for Facebook, for Instagram, for YouTube? When is the best times to post your content? Okay, now another thing that's important is having a social media calendar. Okay, so this is Anna from Ottawa. She makes about $1 million a year, one of my members. She's got this social media calendar. What is the calendar? Okay, so every Wednesday at 11 a.m. East Coast, so like now, I go live on Facebook. It's not like every once in a while. I have a scheduled time where I go live. So if you follow this page, you should do that. Follow my page right now and see where it says turn on notifications. If you follow my page and you turn on notifications, when I go live, you're going to get my content in your newsfeed. Okay, so I have it scheduled every week, Wednesday at 11, I'm going live on a different topic that I think will help you guys. Every Tuesday, I do a podcast, okay? And I interview a Craig Proctor member that's making at least $1 million a year selling real estate. So you can find those on YouTube, by the way. You should sign yourself up for notifications on my YouTube channel as well, because you're going to see all these interviews. And it's not just them saying, oh, I'm great, I make $1 million a year. We're talking about how they're doing it. This is what I want to expose you to. I want to expose you to people that are making millions of dollars doing the thing that you want to do. Okay, that's the benefit of being inside of my private Facebook group and attending all of my Facebook Lives. Again, if you want to be inside my private group, the inner walls behind the curtain, all you have to do is type into the comments, private group, and I'll get you an invitation. Okay, this is where the $1 million producers hang out. Nobody's going to try to sell you anything. It's just this group will sell itself, right? If I can help you get started, I'm making you I don't have to chase you. You'll be chasing me. This is what I want to teach you to do for your buyers and sellers. That's how I was successful in real estate. How do you think I sold 500 to 600 homes every single year? And within 3 years of having my license, I was the #1 moneymaker in RE/MAX in the whole world. I was #1 for GCI, for RE/MAX, not in the country, in the world within 36, because I figured out how to use marketing to get buyers and sellers chasing me. I made it easy to sell 5 or 6. Now, the great thing about this is my success has got nothing to do with Craig, the person. Okay, what I do is completely duplicatable. Okay, any of you can do this. It's got nothing to do with me or my marketplace. This is about me showing you a systematic approach, okay, to offer what it is the buyers and sellers want, okay, to create omnipresence so they know who you are, they understand what makes you better and different, they've got a feel for your personality, and guess what happens? They're chasing you, you're not chasing them. Once we get that to happen, you've got a real business. In fact, you'll get to the point where you physically would not be able to go out on all the appointments. Now, that might be hard for some of you to believe, but that's honestly what I help real estate agents do. I help them blow their business up to the point where they're now easily able to recruit other agents. Think if that was true for you. If you had more buyers and sellers than you could possibly work with, you could then contact other realtors in your marketplace and say, hey, look, I got this problem, which is an opportunity for you. I have more sellers and more buyers than I could possibly work with. Do you want to partner up in some way? And we could we figure out some kind of commission split. Okay, now you've got your first buyer agent. You've got your first listing agent. We keep building this, and all of a sudden you have a team of 2 or 3 or 4. All of a sudden, you're slowly backing yourself out of your business, and you're doing an enormous amount of business, and it doesn't rely on you. Guess what? That's called a real business. What many of you have right now is you have a job because there's only you and everything relies on you. That's why you can't go on vacation. If you go away for 2 weeks, everything stops. We got into real estate because we want more freedom, right? To have the freedom, you need both the money and the time. If you're a solo agent, the only way you can make more money is you've got to work more hours and more hours. Let me know in the comments right now if some of you are in that success trap right now. You realize the only way I can make more money is I got to keep working harder and harder and harder, and this whole thing relies on me. Let's work together to fix that problem. I want to show you how to make double or triple or more of what you're making right now. One of my clients, Sarah Reynolds, who's the #1 Keller Williams agent in the entire world, she makes over $1 million a month. Every month she does $1 million in GCI. When she first met me 12 years ago, she only worked with her mother and she was making $300,000 a year. How would you like to do that? Go from $300,000 a year. How would you like to take your yearly income right now? Imagine if you made that every month. Imagine turning your annual income into your monthly income. Okay, believe it. This is what we do. This is how we help realtors exponentially grow their business. It can't depend on you. Think about this. How did I sell 500 homes a year? In my first year in the business, I worked 50 hours a week to sell 20 homes in a year. My mindset was, oh my God, nobody could sell hundreds of homes. And if I did, it would require me working 80 hours a week, right? I couldn't give any more than what I was giving. You have to understand how to leverage the marketing first and then the people, right? First, let's bring in the business. Let's get you super busy and let me teach you like the listing presentations, the systems, how to operate as a very profitable solo agent. And then we're going to build this thing out. I'll show you who to hire first and when, who to hire second, and then pretty soon you've got a real business, right? That means you can go on vacation, you can take the weekends off, and you're still making really good money. That's what you signed up for. You didn't sign up for working weekends and nights and always be stressed out about people calling you at all hours, never being able to enjoy your life. Real estate can be a great business, but we got to run it as a business, right? Right now, many of you have a job and it's not a good job. So let me know if this is making sense. Honestly, right now, type into comments, does this make sense, yes or no? Does it make sense to find somebody that's already doing what you want to do? Does it make sense to not figure out how to try to climb Mount Everest by yourself? Right? You need somebody that's been there if you want to dramatically shorten the curve. That's why you want to tune into all of my content here, because unlike most of these real estate gurus, I successfully sold over 10,000 homes. I actually did this. I was one of the first realtors to grow a big team. I was the first one to bring direct response marketing in, to make these types of guarantees. This is all duplicatable by you. Okay, you just need to have the confidence to get in and let me show you how it all works. Okay, let me answer your questions. I want to introduce you to thousands of Craig Proctor members that are successfully doing the thing that you want. Remember, everything you want to do in real estate is already successfully being done by thousands of Craig Proctor members. They're willing to share it. I shared it with them. Other people shared it with them. I promise you, get inside our private Facebook group. They'll share it with you. Again, Rich Agent Secrets, or just type in private group. Now, also, let me know what marketplace you're in. Okay, type that in, because we have a ton of referrals going back and forth from these Facebook Live videos. When you have buyers and sellers that you want to refer them to a competent agent. You don't want to refer them to an idiot, right? You want to refer them to somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Let us know who you are, right? Like what marketplace you're in. Type it into comments now. Remember, the #1 battle that we face as realtors is obscurity. Right now, you've got an opportunity to not be shy, right? To step out into the light and let us know who you are, what marketplace you're in. Let's see if we can get some referrals going back and forth. Does that make sense? I had somebody a couple weeks ago, they made a $12,000 commission check because they were on this Facebook Live and they typed in their area. And someone says, actually, I have somebody that wants to buy in that area. Boom, done. Okay, one more thing I want to mention. If you found this helpful today, of course, give me a thumbs up, like this page, but I would also like to invite you to book a call with me. How many of you would like to book a call to find out more about what we talked about today? If someone could type into the comments, proctorcall.com. Okay, so my name, proctorcall.com. That's a clickable link. And you can pick a day and time that works for you. Again, this is not a big sales job. We would simply ask you a bunch of questions about where you are in your business right now. And the next question would be, well, what do you want it to look like? If you're doing 25 transactions right now, what would you like your business to? Well, I'd like to go to 50. Okay, well, why is 50 important? Well, if I could do 50, my spouse could retire from their job, work with me, and we could travel around the country. Great. Okay, so we know you're at 25 and you want to go to 50. Why aren't you doing 50? Well, and then you would tell me why you're not doing what you want to do. And then I would give you my advice on, okay, well, actually, I know you think the way to go from 25 to 50 is, you're doing it this way. But if you considered these other ideas, these other ways, I will give you personal advice on you and your situation. Now, at the end of our hour call, here's what's going to happen. You're either going to think, well, you know what? This Craig Proctor, he's overrated, wasn't that good. And guess what? The call didn't cost you anything. Or what if this is real? What if at the end of our hour call, you're like blowing away? What if you're like, oh my God, I wish I had found Craig Proctor earlier? What if you decide, you know what? It would be good to have Craig's help because he's climbed Mount Everest before, right? Maybe you've wasted all kinds of money and time with other trainers. You're getting advice from people that don't know what they're talking about. What if at the end of the call, you said, hey, I'd like you to help me. I would be happy to help you guys. Okay, that's why I go live here. So go to proctorcall.com, click on that link, proctorcall.com, and book yourself an appointment. We'll have a conversation. What's the downside? We're just going to talk. Did you guys find this extremely helpful today? Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Remember, you should share this video with other realtors that you know that might benefit from what we discussed today. You might even want to share this video with your broker owner, right? Maybe your broker might want to share this with other realtors in your office. But I would love to. I would love to have you part of our inside group. So, private group will get you inside of that. Also, one more thing. If you're in California, I've got a whole bunch of live events coming up that are free. They're free 3-hour events. So if you go to craigproctor.com, you can register for free. We got a whole bunch of them starting up in March. And we've got our big super conference coming up in Anaheim, California, where there's going to be like thousands of realtors there. Again, craigproctor.com. You can get information on my upcoming 3-day super conference that's in April in Anaheim, California. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you next time, everybody. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are 2 important things, and both are totally free. Number 1 is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.